My name is Christele. I'm a scholar with First Literacy, and this is my story. It all began when I was living in Haiti. At one point, I felt like giving up on everything. I believed there was no way out for me, and I lived in constant fear, waiting for something terrible to happen. One day, while I was at work, I received a phone call saying that my sister had been taken. At that moment, I felt like I lost everything. Thankfully, it turned out to be a false alarm meant to scare me. But it made me realize that I could not continue living that way. I made the decision to come to the United States in search of safety. I came with my younger sister thinking it would only be temporarily and that one day we could return home. However, after my father told me that the situation in Haiti had worsened, I knew I had to keep moving forward and build a new life here. I enrolled my sisters in high school and took responsibility for her care. Every day, I took her to school in the morning and picked her up in the afternoon. Since we did not have a phone at the time, I taught her how to read the street signs in case she ever got lost. My first job in the United States was as a cashier, and my first day felt overwhelming. I cried many times. The first time I answered the phone, I couldn't understand a single word. What made it even harder was that my coworkers spoke only Spanish, which felt like a huge barrier. However, I decided that nothing would stop me from going. I began repeating everything they said, listening carefully and practicing every day. And little by little, I started to understand. Eventually, I was able to communicate in Spanish. That experience taught me that growth comes from pushing through discomfort and refusing to give up, even when things feel impossible. Despite these efforts, life was still very difficult. I struggled with depression and often found myself laying on bed for hours, feeling stuck and unsure what to do next. I watched others move forward, graduating and achieving their goals while I left behind. I had completed my studies back home, but I was unable to access my transcript, both because of the cost and because it would have been dangerous for my father to retrieve them. At that point, I realized I could not stay in that situation. I had to take control of my future. I chose to start again. Even though I was afraid, I decided to focus on education. Because education is a path to opportunity, independence, and growth. It gives you tools to rebuild your life no matter where you start. I began taking English classes at El Centro, and through dedication, studying on my own, and even watching movies, I was able to learn English in just one semester. During this time, Antonio El Centro introduced me to First Literacy. From the moment I joined, First Literacy became more than a scholarship program, it became a family. I continue my education at Bunker Hill Community College, where I'm studying integrated media design. I am interested in digital marketing and plan to continue my education to earn my bachelor degrees. My journey has not been easy, but I'm proud of how far I have come. I am still growing, still learning, and still working toward a better future. I am deeply grateful to First Literacy for giving me the opportunity to continue my education and work towards my goals. Thank you.